James Cameron picks up where Ridley Scott left off with Aliens, the mother of all sequels. It continues Ripley's story very well. She makes her way back into civilization after spending over 50 years in suspended animation, no less, to find that no one believes her about her encounter with the alien. She's convinced to return to the planet from the first film to act as an advisor, escorted by a group of Marines, to investigate a colony working there that has mysteriously broken off contact with the outside world. Ripley's worst fears are confirmed when she, along with the Marines, have to confront not just one alien, but an entire army of them. Aliens is definitely a lot more action-oriented than the first film, but it manages to keep a similar spirit. All of the tense, edge-of-your-seat scenes are back, and with a vengeance. It has many similar kinds of scenes with planning and arguing, and things getting worse and worse for the group of survivors. Basically, it takes everything from the first film, and like what any other sequel would try to do, it makes it bigger and better. Once again, there is a great cast. Sigourney Weaver reprises her role as Ripley, and there's also Michael Biehn as Corporal Hicks, Bill Paxton as Private Hudson, Jeanette Goldstein as the tough chick Private Vasquez, Paul Reiser, oddly enough, as the sleazy company guy Burke, and Lance Henriksen as Bishop, the robot, or artificial person, if you prefer. What's great about these characters and the way James Cameron wrote them is that they're not generic stereotypes that you may expect. They all have genuine different personality traits, and they are all interesting in their own ways. And when the chips are down and they really reveal their true colors, like the Hicks character really rises up amidst all the horror, becoming something of a leader of the group. Once all the other higher-ranking officers meet terrible fates, he becomes more than just a grunt, and in a lot of ways he's very similar to how Ripley came across in the first movie. And I think it's just amusing as hell watching Bill Paxton as Hudson, going from the cocky, loudmouth braggart claiming to be the ultimate badass to becoming the whiny coward of the group, constantly screaming things like, "Game over, man," and "What the fuck are we gonna do now?" and stuff like that. He's great in the movie. And Sigourney Weaver, she is just incredible playing Ripley again. And I personally think it's awesome that she even got an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress for her role here. I mean, just wrap your mind around that one. A movie like this, full of gunfire, slime, and snarling beasts, actually received an Academy Award nomination for its acting. Truly a testament to Weaver's skills as an actress, and James Cameron's writing as well. And it just goes to show that you can have a kick-ass female action heroine without resorting to putting her in skimpy outfits. Score one for feminism. And in a strange way, this is pretty much the ultimate feminist movie when you think about it. Who are the strongest, toughest, most resourceful characters in the movie? Mostly the women. And who are the cowards, the traitors, and the true damsels in distress? That's right, the men. And I'm not just talking about the gun-toting badasses Ripley and Vasquez, but it's also quite something that the little girl in the movie, Newt, was able to evade and almost outwit the aliens for as long as she did. And that's where the heart of the movie is, really. Ripley's relationship with Newt brings aliens to a whole new level. You can see how key the relationship is there. They're both survivors of unspeakable horror and can relate on that level, and there's definitely a mother-daughter relationship forming too, and maybe that's what's so appealing about Ripley in the movie. She puts her maternal instincts in full force and is the ultimate mother figure. She'll go through hell and risk death and do anything it takes to protect Newt. Speaking of mother figures, much praise has to be given to James Cameron for conceiving the idea of the alien queen. It was kind of a genius move on his part, really. I mean, something had to be laying all those eggs, right? And at a time in the movie where you don't think things can get any more intense, we finally see that queen, and there's a hush of silence, and all bets are off. It's a really interestingly designed creature. It's really scary and threatening, and Ripley's final battle with it while in the exosuit at the end has to be one of the biggest stand-up and cheer moments in any movie ever. Another thing about Aliens worth noting is that there are two versions of the movie, the 1986 theatrical cut and James Cameron's special edition with about 20 minutes worth of more footage, which he has stated was his intended version of the movie. I would say that this special edition is my preferred version. There are plenty of good new scenes that add to the experience. There's a whole little subplot involving the group setting up sentry guns as a defense, which provides some more tension. And there's a very good scene near the beginning where Ripley finds out that while she was in cryosleep for all that time, her daughter died. A very emotional little scene, acted very well by Weaver, and it really drives home the maternal themes of the movie. Maybe the only extra scene I didn't care all too much for was the little chapter of events showing the colony before the alien infestation. You see all the colonists at work, you see Newt and her family, and the discovery of the derelict ship, and you can see where things started to go wrong. Not that they're particularly bad scenes or anything, but I'd rather not see them just to add to the mystery of everything. But whatever version you're watching, Aliens is a great movie, a perfect sequel, and it's even hard to really decide whether it's better than the first or not, because it's so different. There's all the great characters, there's great action and suspense, great acting, and a real emotional core that makes this movie stand out. It has just about everything you could possibly hope for. Verdict: see it.